innocent man should give you the blues so bad. Don't get caught. But I went right ahead and told myself a pack of lies. And spent night after hammer night getting back my mind. Oh, I am a fool when I need truth. I'm a fool to believe. My heart is so wide open, I'm so easy to deceive. I'm a fool, I keep believing. I'm a fool, I believe it all. I'm a fool who'll keep on trying. Like a fool, I will crawl. I waste time in my mind thinking of you. I am a fool, I know. I should be healing myself instead of hurting myself. I am a fool, I know, I know, I know. And it hurts to keep learning the same lessons in pain. I am a fool, I know. Self-mutilation is the only thing I know. I am a fool, I know. I've seen your front teeth sharpen and I've watched your muscles flex. You have the kind of eyes that turn mere mortals into wrecks. I know firsthand so well all the hard times you direct. Seduced, rejected, reduced, ejected again.
All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm Mindy DeVille. Welcome to LeVay's Lounge. Good to see you all. Hope everybody's doing well. We have with us tonight Chrystello Lovebello, who is hanging out there talking to her peeps. Guys, make sure you check her out. We're just going to hang out and do some shooting and shit. This is probably episode 2 because we did do a Talkie Talk stream back in October. We talked about the Halloween franchise. But, technical difficulties kind of fucked that all up. So, we're here tonight on Glimish. And Chris is over there on Twitch. So, guys, if you watch her on Twitch, make sure you give her a follow or go check her out. And she's also planned maybe to stream a little bit here on Glimish, too, as well. So, all of that, all things considered, go check her out. She's awesome. You will not be disappointed one bit. As far as programming is concerned, I should be back live tomorrow. Maybe do a morning stream because I want to try out Gundam Evolution. I got an invite to try it out, so we're going to try that out. So without further ado, let's go see if Chrystello is online. Let's check her out. Where's she at? Okay, let's unmute her. Let's unmute her. Let's unmute her. There we go. Okay, so I shouldn't be muted. So, we're just waiting for Chris. Hi! I'm live! So she's just like, what the fuck's that bitch doing?
Yeah, I was waiting. Yeah. I was waiting on you.
I go like this, hey, we're good. I didn't know if you were talking to your peeps, but what's going on, Chris? How's it going?
It's going.
So, but anyways.
It is going.
Yeah, before we went live, I wanted to make sure I touched on this. You were just about ready to get into the old Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I almost watched that last night.
I should have.
No, I couldn't.
You should have.
I just could not do it. It was like, the train wreck's there. You just don't want to do that to yourself. Like I said, I couldn't watch it. There's just no fucking. Maybe I gotta be high enough to watch it.
Eat you like a Scooby snack and a half, and you could probably get through it.
I did have half of one before I went live here, but.
You need more than that to watch that film.
Oh God, that fucking. Oh, well, and that's like the only. You would not think they would fuck that franchise up. That franchise is good. Is good up for like a nice little reboot that was actually scary and nice, but. I just saw the fucking clips and the trailer. I was just like, no, I can't watch this. And I saw the reviews and saw some clips. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I can't do this to myself. And I said, you see the trailer, you saw like the little previews and snippets and like the website from last year, and you're like, oh my God, this actually might look good. And then like I seen it, you watched it, and I seen the reviews, and I'm like, no, why? And that's a shame. So it's like that franchise. It just seemed like, and I could be wrong. I didn't watch the movie, you did, but it just seemed like it was capitalizing on the Halloween reboot. It just kind
basically.
Yeah, it's just like, that's a shame. It's like, oh, come on. It's just, some of the scenes look just so dumb. And it's like, there's no way I was going to, like, no. That whole cancel scene, I was just like, no, I'm not. That alone was pretty much sealed the deal. And I'm sorry. I mean, I'm usually not that judgmental about movies like that. But
you trade thing, you cancel, pal.
That's so fucking dumb. That is the most douche, and we want to welcome Mr. Lovebello's back as a special guest over there, laughing it up and yucking it up over there on the Elder Ring.
He's gonna be laughing at us. I'm pretty sure of it.
But yeah, that movie was just.
Yes, I'll be laughing. I'll be giggling.
That movie was just suck. It was not fun to watch. So
he had to listen to me bitch about that film. I was so mad. I told him like. I think he was laying in bed, and I walked in there and lay in the bed and I told him I had to turn it off. I couldn't even finish it.
It was
halfway through.
When did I get up and leave?
The Texas.
The very beginning?
So Massacre?
Yeah.
I watched it
God.
Until a certain point in the movie.
See, to me, the Texas. Here's how I compare the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like getting on the toilet.
I watched it with you until the bus scene.
Oh, he did watch it to the bus scene.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. To me, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like trying to get you're on the toilet ready to take a good shit, and you only fart. That
It's like a shark. It's like a shark.
yeah, or it's like a shark, not a fart. It's like you actually just shit your pants and you didn't realize it. So it's like it's just a shame why that fucking movie was just the last good one. I think was the remake back in 2003, 4. That
With Jessica Alba. Yeah,
was actually
2003.
really fun. And I even liked the beginning. That was actually a good one too.
I don't think I watched that one.
That was
I only watched
that was
beginnings.
basically in the remake universe. It was the origins of how everybody, but it wasn't
Like who they
bad.
were.
It wasn't bad. It was actually pretty damn good. It was gory as fuck. But
And that's what people argue to about. Oh, it's gory and the kills are good. I'm like, you really can't fuck up a chainsaw kill.
No.
I mean, how?
no.
I mean, yeah, the kills are gonna be good because it's a chainsaw.
But yeah, and the thing is like, it was so weird. It's fucked up because the dude that played Leatherface in those remake movies back in the early 2000s, he was so into his role, like he actually scared the people on set.
Oh
Like,
wow.
he would when he got into character, they actually had to tell him to tone it down because he was getting too into it.
Into it.
I guess he was
Next thing-
saying to Jessica Biel, like, I'm gonna send you to seventh heaven, and like, and like being creepy. He was trying to get into his role, but
It's scary.
they're basically telling him like, yeah, you don't know.
Chill out some.
You just-
Chill out some, my guy.
you might- and then that one that happened 10 years ago, that 3D bolt pile of shit, that was fucking terrible too.
Yeah, I don't think I watched that one either.
I didn't see it. I saw it. I rented it. I didn't,
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't watch it in 3D. Now that 3D was definitely a phase that died. That was you don't see 3D movies anymore, thank God. But but yeah, I watched it when I rented it when Netflix still had things when I was still doing the physical DVDs too at top of streaming, and that fucking line where it was toward the girl at the end of the movie. It was either end of the movie or what part? It's toward the end of the movie. She finds out that Leatherface is her cousin, and she basically goes, "Do your thing, cuz." I'm like, oh god, that was the most douche-chilling moment in that. I'm like, oh my god, this fucking movie really sucks now. I can't even watch this anymore. It's
do
just,
your thing, cuz.
do your thing, cuz. I'm like, oh my god, how fucking? It's like you man. The only hope is that game. That's our last hope. Is that game?
I hope that game is so good.
Oh god, it looks great. I mean, it looks very promising. Like you can be 4 survivors. You can actually be family members. Like I'm kind of hoping like they have like Bill Moseley's character and the cook, the chef.
Top and all them.
Oh, yeah. What? How would you play? I mean, you really can't play Grandpa though. He's kind of like when he's half dead. Is he really? Is he dead, or is he just old as fuck and can't move anymore? That's never. I don't know if that's ever really been explained. If that dude is actually dead.
I don't. Well,
Well,
some
no,
of them.
wait,
No,
she-
he's still. I think he's
No,
still
he
alive.
cut that
Just-
bitch's finger, and he stuck her finger in his mouth. He was sucking on the blood.
Yeah, so
So,
he's
like-
he's just like super like
Old, or,
decrepit, yeah.
or just in his hundreds and just don't care anymore. It's just like, put me out of my misery.
I mean, to say he's been living off people for this long.
Why are you doing this to me? Jesus.
Blood.
Somebody kill me now, please.
Oh, hi, Carrie goes, hi, Miss Mindy.
Hi, Carrie. How are you? Well, they're on the Twitch stars. What's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Sweet.
Guys, go show hi, Carrie some love and support.
Yes.
Go check him out, y'all. He's amazing.
Yes. But anyway, we're also talking about this. I don't know if y'all seen this fucking commercial. I mean, it was like the douchiest thing. I was telling her this before we went live. It was like the most douchiest thing I've ever seen. And Johnny Depp is in it. Why would Johnny Depp do this to himself? If y'all haven't seen it, it's this fucking men's cologne, and it's supposed to like be like a play on the word savage, but they call it Savage. It's SAUVAG. What the fuck it's spelled? But it is the most douchiest fucking commercial I've ever seen in my life. Dude sits there in a desert, wakes up, gets his guitar and plays a gin, 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 gin. You get the fucking Wild Thing or Louie, and all these wolves come hanging out with him, and it's like, that really doesn't happen with
bad.
guys. I don't care who you are. And that's false advertisement because guys are not gonna. That's never gonna happen. You put that
Mm,
on.
hell no. You're not gonna get nobody.
I mean,
Not at all.
fucking.
Oh, hi, Chris says he misses you.
I miss you too, dude. I'm over here on the Gleamish. Come over and say hi sometime.
And
They-
hi, Chris says hello, background hubby.
They now have a mobile app, so you can now watch fun stuff with a mobile app. So
Which is
you
nice.
should come visit me. That's very sweet. It'd be very nice of you. It's good to see you though. Hi, Carrie. Hope you're doing well, my bro. Hell yeah. But yeah, it's just other than that, like, what else did you ever watch that Dark Knight of the Scarecrow movie I gifted you?
I did.
That movie was fucking good. For a goddamn
It was so good for a movie,
For
a
a-
TV television movie. It was
for
good.
TV movie. That movie was fucking. Now, see, I'm surprised nobody remade that film.
You're right.
You would think,
I really am.
yeah, they did Last House on the Left, which was not a very well-known horror flick, and
And that was a fucked up movie.
yeah, Last House on the Left was fucking. Did you ever watch the remake of that?
I watched the. Wait, did I watch? I don't know if I watched the remake of that one. I watched the original though. I watched
Yeah,
the original Last House
Some
on
of
the
the-
Left.
But some of the music just did not fit that. It was like this.
No.
It's like, what the fuck, yo? But you can kind of tell like maybe they didn't know how to do it, how to score a movie like that.
No.
I don't want to like, hey, we're gonna take these two chicks and kill them and carve our name in their chest. Let's play some clown music.
Play Benny Hill.
Play Calliope.
What's going on, Mel?
Let's slice this guy's throat. Yay! Play some fucking Barney music in the corner of it. Oh my god. That's just not cool.
That would be nightmare fuel. Okay, if they would play like some kind of Barney lullaby
Fuck
music to go
Barney.
with that.
Oh my god, fuck Barney. Dude, girl, I had to live with that shit. When my niece was born, that's when that whole fucking craze in the 90s, that fucking craze was annoying as shit. Oh my goodness.
I was a Baby Bop fan.
Well,
Not Barney, but Baby Bop. His sister or cousin, whatever, the little.
Oh
the
god,
purple
he had
dinosaur?
fucking relatives now too. Are you serious? He had fucking relatives? I knew he played with kids in a creepily weird way.
No, he had like Barney had like the little Baby Bop dinosaur with him, and
Really?
then BJ.
I
Yeah,
never seen any of that shit. I just saw him hang out with these annoying fucking brats and
no, he had
singing
like relatives
stupid
too.
songs that were the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like,
Yeah, Barney was like
how does that?
very.
I don't know how that was. How was helped children's development? That would have given me fucking nightmares.
Looking back at the Barney outfit, that's straight nightmare
Yo,
feel as an
yo,
adult. I'm like,
that
dude,
would-
that's fucking terrifying.
That would stunt my development. Like, having to watch a show like that. Jesus Christ.
And I don't understand how there's not more horror fans. If you can watch Barney or the Teletubbies, and you don't like horror, come on now.
Oh my god. But yeah, like, oh Jesus. But I just couldn't. Man, the shit in the 90s. I don't know. If you, like I said, I was the ripe old age of 19 in my early 20s in the 90s, and when the 90s was going strong, I'm a 90s chick, so I was like, I lived that shit, man. The 90s I love the 90s. I had a great fucking time in the 90s. I mean, for most of the time, most of the time I remember it because half the time I was fucking stoned as hell, and Jesus Christ, it was fucking.
Yeah, I was a
Crazy.
youngster in the '90s. Like,
Oh god.
even though '90s was I called '90s my generation, even though I was a child in the '90s,
Oh god.
because I hated the 2000s. Like, I love the '90s from the Lee Pipes and Jinkos and Gadzooks and
Them
Oh,
Jinko jeans
man.
were fuck. I never wore a pair of those fucking pants ever.
really, oh, they were so
No.
comfy. They were
Like, they were like, you
comfy.
could live in them fucking things. Like, God.
They were comfy.
I
Oh,
mean,
they were comfortable.
I wore Dickies. pants and stuff like that. And, but yeah, man, shit before the internet was like,
So good.
And that it was good, but because especially when it came to music and film, because nothing got spoiled. Like you didn't
Right.
know, you had no idea what you were getting until you saw it. I mean, sometimes
You
it's
had
like,
to go to movie theaters and watch
yeah,
it.
or go to the fucking store and buy the goddamn copy of
Yeah.
the album that came out. But anyway, yeah, maybe streaming is good because you kind of know what you're getting before you get it. But no, like towards the end though, like record stores did have listening stations where you scan the barcode of the CD and you could listen to like 20,
Music.
20-second samples of each song, whatever. But yeah, it's just, man, it's like even
Miss those days.
yeah, like me too. Like shit in the 90s, like shit was just, like for me, it was like a simpler. The punk
Simpler
scenes,
time.
yeah, the punk scenes were fucking awesome. Like you could be in fucking Yeehaw Land, USA, in the fucking backwoods of fucking Tennessee,
Still have punk bands.
and still have like this fucking scene. Like you could have shows at fucking bingo halls and churches and the fairground building, exposition buildings, and throw a fucking PA in there, and boom, there you go. You have a show.
Concert.
Oh my god! And like bands would come. You could sit there and hang out in the field. You'd smoke weed, drink beer, and
Have a good time.
just destroy things once in a while. But yeah,
It's all part of the plan.
it was all part of the plan. It was. It definitely was. And like, it's even my bonehead town. Like the fucking Ataris played here, for God's sake. Like I don't even know if you heard of those guys before, but they actually had like a bit of play on MTV. They did Boys of Summer. They did the cover of Boys of Summer from Don Henley.
I know Don Henley because I
Oh,
love
God.
Don Henley, but Atari.
Yeah, the Ataris called.
I'd have to look them up. I may know who they are.
Yeah, you
maybe.
didn't even know about. You didn't even hear Strung Out until I played you that song.
Yeah.
My God, like I smoked weed with those guys, so and it was so funny. Like when I saw these guys, they played at a VFW hall. I mean, Jesus.
Golly.
And it's so anyway, we did that, and we went and so I hung out with those, and they were rad, dude. Like the show was rad. I mean, me and the singer almost headbutted each other because we were headbanging and getting into it. I was right up front, and
Oh, so you're right there, front and center. Then.
so I was outside after the show. We were hanging out and hanging around. Went to the bass player. I'm like, yo, dude, I love Phantom Oz. That's a great band. I like your shirt. He's like, hey, thanks. He looks at me, and goes, you got any weed on you by any chance? I'm like, dude, I said no, but I wish I did. He goes, well, let's go around and look for some. I'm like, all right, we can do that. So we walked around and like,
Oh shit.
and it was so funny because these kids across the street were playing Strung Out music. And I was like, oh my God, that was the most douchiest thing ever. I'm like laughing at that. I'm like, oh God. We couldn't find anything. And so, but he scored some. He's like, hey, you want to come on? We came in, I went in the bus and smoked with him. I smoked with a couple of guys in the band. Got fucking
That's
high as
awesome.
shit. But I had to have my friend drive because State College is like an hour and a half away from my town. So
Yeah. At least did your friend smoke too, or they're just like, nah.
no, he didn't smoke.
Okay,
weed.
good,
No, he didn't
good.
smoke. He didn't.
At least he was responsible. He was like, I'll be the responsible driver. You have fun.
Yeah, so I hung out, smoked weed with those guys. They're a great fucking band. I
I do like the song you sent me. I was like, okay, these dudes, this is pretty fucking good.
They really progressed. They started like this fucking punk band, and then they started throwing metal into their influences, and like, oh God, it's just fucking rules. Those guys their new drummer is so fucking sick. Like, and he had to be good to replace the guy that he fucking replaced. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. But
He had shoes to fill.
yes, he did. Definitely. And man, they had this great fucking venue called the Crowbar, and I went to shows there all the time. Like sometimes weeks, like within a week, I'd go back to another show and watch shows there. But yeah, I was like, who the fuck did I see last? Oh, I fucking love the band All. I'm like a huge fan of those guys. And if you guys don't know who All is, they are an offshoot band from the Descendants. And that's when their singer left, and so they got another dude, and they called themselves All. That fucking guys rock. I've seen those guys 6-7 fucking times. Like, their shows were fucking amazing. I mean, I'm a fangirl, like, huge fangirl. And so that was the last time I saw them actually live. It was 2000 at the Crowbar. And they I watched the band. I'm like, my God, this is fucking. I was sporting their fucking label shirt. I was on their street team because back then you had street teams. You didn't have the internet.
Social
to do
media.
That. Yeah, like you didn't have social media to do any of that shit. You had fucking all
Promote.
that. Yeah. So, anyways, we did that, and so. And I was up front, we were all rocking out, whatever. And so I come outside, I come up to the bass player. I was like, "Hey, man, great show, you guys rocked." I was like, "Whatever." So, like, hey, I said, "I'm not, I don't, like, I just want to let you know, I'm not trying to like rub your nut, I give you a nut rub or anything." But I said, you guys, you're I gotta say again, you guys really appreciate like the stuff that you guys, your music got me through some pretty rough times, and like I said, you guys were like the soundtrack to everything I fucking did in my life. So I want to say thank you. And he's like, we're talking, we're just hanging out like normal people. He's like, "Hey, do you got a vehicle?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, you wouldn't mind taking me to a liquor store to grab some wine and some booze for the Nurch girls. I'm like,
Let's go.
I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I without hesitation, I did that. And I went, we walked up the street, we're hanging out talking. And I'm thinking, and I just like, "Hey, I'm in a band too. I play bass." And I was like, so yeah, I'll have to play you my band's demo. Like, oh God, it's like so. Like,
Shameless plug.
but we were hanging up, we were walking up the street, and it was almost 9:00. And he's like, "Oh shit, don't they usually close around 9?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you from around here?" I'm like, "No, but I know my way around here pretty well, so we can just, I know where that store's at." And so we stopped to ask this couple, and they're like, "Yeah, they closed at 9." We're like, "Fuck." And he looked at me, he's like, "I'll get you back in, I promise." So we walked up to the door, and the security was ready to walk in front of me. Go, "No, you can't get back in." He's like, No, he's with me." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we kind of parted ways for a little bit and didn't do much, but then 5 minutes later, he comes back and starts hanging out with me. Because the crowbar was set up where you actually walk upstairs to the stage, and the downstairs was like a bar. So
that's
and
cool.
it had like a closed caption TV, which was a tube TV, because back then you had no flat screens.
All you had was the tubes.
Yeah, so we watched the show we watched the band from downstairs to the bar. So it was Agnostic Front, and I was like, "Oh, I love Agnostic Front." So they were doing a cover of some song, and up walks him, like the bass player from All, comes up sits next to me, and he's like, "Yeah, this song is awesome. This is a cover of this band, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, "Really? That's awesome." I go, "Bro, like, dude, can I buy you a drink or something? Like, just for a thank you for everything, for the music you guys have got, your music." And he's like, "No, you don't got it." I'm like, "No, I insist, man. What do you want? It's on me. I'll buy it." So I bought him a drink, and I didn't drink because I was like, I had a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I had to drive, and
Yeah.
so yeah, he was. It's really fun when bands, and I kept thinking to myself, like, try not to fangirl. I'm like, try to be cool, not the fangirl. Like, this dude next to me is literally the part of the reason I play in bands, and part of the reason I picked up an instrument and wrote songs.
That's my inspiration.
This dude is,
and here he is.
This is like you're fucking, sitting next to John Bonham, or some very influential, like Paul McCartney or something. It's like, oh my God, it's like this dude literally. I started playing music because of this guy, and I'm like hanging out with this dude,
having a drink with him.
Yeah, like it's like it didn't hit me until like later. Like oh my God, like
This actually happened.
Yeah, I literally hung out with that guy. I couldn't believe it. It was so fucked up. And it was great, though. It was probably the best experience I've ever had with musicians. And I like when musicians are like that. They're not dicks and they're not assholes.
Yeah.
Jerry Only from the Misfits is a dick. he's
Oh, don't do that.
No, he's a stuck-up dick. He is. He's stuck up. He's really full of himself. And
I don't like that.
yeah, he's very full of himself. And when I saw the Misfits, when they got back together, like not with Danzig, but with the other guy, Michael Graves. Yeah. Like they were great. Fucking Doyle looked like he could rip your fucking face off and eat it.
Dude's stacked.
Like
that dude is stacked.
Oh my God, for like a dude in his mid to late 50s, that dude is fucking ripped. And he's tall. Jerry Only.
Is he really?
Oh yeah, Jerry.
He looks like he's tall.
Jerry Only was a smoozer though. He's kind of a arrogant bastard, but man, they still play great. Even though they wasn't with Danzig, they still were fucking great live. And
I would love to meet Danzig. Oh man,
I heard he's a douche.
he acts like a douche. He seems like he'd be a straight cock. He really
Did you ever see the
does.
video where he got knocked out? Where he got punched?
No, I didn't.
This happened.
Damn.
Oh Christ, this happened in like 2004, and they were playing some festival with this. I forget what fucking band they were playing with, and that dude, and the dude was like getting pissed off because I guess Danzig was being an arrogant prick and not fucking over the other bands that were on the same bill. So that dude came up to him and confronted him, and Danzig literally just shoved him. Get the fuck out of my face, motherfucker. And then this dude is like taller than Danzig and probably outweighs him by 150, 160 pounds. This dude just fucking haymakers him right in the face and just knocks him right the fuck out.
Gave him that one piece.
Yeah, because Danzig's supposed to be this tough dude that knows all this martial arts and shit like that, and he just got his ass whooped.
All it takes is one haymaker to knock you out.
Yeah,
That's all it takes.
he was just out like a fucking light. I mean, but yeah, it's like I was like, you know, he kind of had it coming. So
Yeah, you ran your mouth and you act like you better. If you're gonna talk that, you better be able to walk it too.
fuck around
Like,
and find out, pretty much.
right.
Yeah, so
I know the lead singer from Cradle of Filth, Danny Filth. He is a straight cock. I met him in passing. We saw them in New Orleans, and my uncle's friend's sister, like, she's kind of like short and stocky, and she's a sweet girl, but like, I guess he didn't want to acknowledge her, and like, she was trying to get his attention. He like walked past, and then I yelled. I was like, "Yo, hey!" And he turned around and he was like, he looked at her, cause I guess he thought it was her, and he just gave this dirty look. And he looked at me, I'm like, I'm the one that would yelled at you. He's like, oh, hey. And then he turned around and walked off.
Oh man,
Well, I'm like,
see,
what a douche,
it
dude.
really sucks when. Yeah, I can understand. Like maybe sometimes people, maybe they have a bad day or something. Maybe just, but still, that person paid money to see you. The least you could do is just say, "Hey, what's up?" You know.
Yeah, you don't have to stop walking or complete stop. Be like, hey, what's going on? Keep moving.
Have to be a fucking douchebag. I can't stand when musicians are like that. It's like, yo, come on, man.
No one that pays your bills.
Yeah, like,
If you whip your fans, you wouldn't have nobody.
yeah, like, it's the same thing with fucking people at cons. It's like
Yeah.
when I met Tom Savini, like, he was a fucking dickhead. Like, I just couldn't get over how much of a dick he was to people.
He was so nice with us. Like, when we met Tom Savini, like, he was super cool. I told him about,
really?
how it's a fan. Yeah.
Maybe he changed his attitude or something. I don't know. But when we saw him, he was a fucking dick.
Oh, yeah, he was nice to me at Peyton because, like, yeah, I got his autograph and he was like, "Do you want to take a picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh my god.
And like, there was two guys that were like standing at like by his table, and you could tell he was getting aggravated because he was like, "Excuse me, gentlemen." And he goes, "Excuse me," and the guys wouldn't listen. And he goes, "Hey," and you kind of got like an attitude. And the guys turned around, and he was like, "Can y'all move? Because they want to take a picture with me." And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and moved out the way. But super nice dude. Like, I don't think I've met a celebrity besides Danny Filth that was just a straight jackass. Like, I've hung out with Yerky 69 from 69 Eyes. I went on a vampire tour with him in New Orleans. Went to and hung out the Dungeon. If y'all guys are familiar with New Orleans, Dungeon is a goth heavy metal bar. It's part of the goth scene.
That sounds nice.
It's awesome.
Oh man,
I got to hang.
great.
Like, I love meeting Yerky because one, he's Finnish, so
Right.
he didn't understand. He can speak English some, but some like the sayings and stuff. Like, he had pants on that was like zombies in the butt pockets. And I mean, of course, you had all the fangirls like trying to get his attention. And I'm just chilling in the back, and I walk up to him and I go, "Excuse me," and he turned around and go, "I want your pants." And he looked at me and goes, "Huh?" I go, "I want your pants." I go, "Those are some badass pants. I like them." And then he realizes, oh, he goes, "Thank you." And like, we went on that tour with him. He took a picture with me in the bar, like in the meet and greet area. Like, I wouldn't even ask for the picture. He just walked up, was like, "You want a picture?" I was like, "Yeah, shit, why not?" My aunt was like in love with him. Like, she couldn't stop drooling with this man. She was one of the fangirls that were there. And so me and him were taking pictures and shooting the shit. And on the tour, like, they were leading around, talking about different stuff. And he kept on standing by us. Like, he'd be in one place, and the next thing I know, there's Jerky69 standing shoulder to shoulder with me, holding a conversation with me. I'm like, all right.
Dang.
I'm thinking to myself, it's because I'm not fawning over you? Is that why you want to talk to me? Because I'm not, trying to get your attention and pushing up my titties and all that, trying to,
Really?
wow you. So, I mean, we sit there and talked and bullshitted, and I was like, are you going to the dungeon tonight? And he was like, yeah, we're going to go. I'm like, cool. We'll probably go to the night and see you there. And yeah, we chilled at the dungeon, had drinks, chill, listen to music, talk with him.
Wow.
That night, dude was super cool. Super
Damn.
cool. Him and Voltaire. I don't know if you know who Voltaire is.
Name is familiar.
He does a lot of voice acting. He did music for like
Okay.
Billy and Mandy.
Okay.
He was the brain from Billy and Mandy.
Okay.
And then if you ever heard the song "When You're Evil" or something like that, that's Voltaire.
Oh,
but
wow.
I've met him twice,
Okay.
and he's super cool. He actually gave Peyton like the seal of approval on me the second time I went and saw him. He remembered me from the first time,
Wow.
and we were at his little merch table, and I was getting gifts for friends back home. And as I was looking at stuff, Voltaire looked at Peyton and goes, "Nice."
Oh,
That made Peyton so fucking happy. That was the highlight of his whole trip, was getting the seal of approval from Voltaire.
wow.
Voltaire's a cool dude, though. He's super.
Cool. That's awesome.
He's a Star Trek nerd. We drank one time and just the first time I met him and shot the shit and talked about Star Trek.
Dang. That's awesome.
He's super cool.
Awesome. Yeah. This weekend is Steel City Con. Robert Englund is there, and Chevy Chase, and
You should go.
oh yeah, how much I have to like leave tomorrow.
Oh, it's happening right now.
Yeah, it's happening this weekend.
Oh man.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is there. John Bernthal, Randy Quaid fucked him over and didn't show up.
Oh wow.
Yes, and they were supposed to do a big National Lampoon's reunion too, and
Yeah.
I can't believe Chevy Chase is there. Oh my god.
I heard he's a dick though. Like
Yeah, I hear he's a
movie
dick.
wise, he's an asshole.
I heard he's a dick. William Shatner here's a huge
I
fucking
heard he's
dick.
an ass.
Yeah, my friend's wife is like a huge Star Trek fan, and when they were living in California, they were at a convention. He was there. He was a huge dick. Like, come on, man. Seriously, it's like, why would
Your
you?
fans are what make you.
Yeah, even Adam. Well, Adam West, which was at his last public appearance. I mean, this was the last time Steel City Con right before he died. He was there in April, and well, I mean, like I said, but I can understand him being kind of cranky. He probably sick.
Wasn't feeling too well.
Yeah, he probably knew he had cancer or shit. He probably
Yeah.
I'm sure I guess well, my instructor went and they were in the lobby of the hotel they were staying at, and he was there. He saw him. And this little kid in a Batman costume came up and said, "Oh," he told me to get away from him. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he's like, don't come near. Like, it's like, okay, I mean, I understand your problem. If you're going through shit, but don't take it out on a little kid.
Right. I mean, come on now.
Well, don't you
It's a little kid.
want your last fucking memories of like, Earth to like be nice to him? Like, and why would you do that to somebody? It's like then when you do pass away, it's like, yeah, I don't have no
Good
memories.
riddance,
I
what a
got
dick.
no memories of that guy. He's a fucking douchebag. Why would you?
I mean, Tim Curry is in a wheelchair. He's wheelchair
Oh,
bound.
he's still
And that-
alive.
Yeah,
Oh, God, I thought he
yeah.
died.
No, Tim Curry's still alive.
Oh wow, I didn't
He's
know
still
that.
alive. I met him back in
Yeah,
19.
you remember you met him?
Nicest dude.
I heard.
Dude looked at me and told me, "I love your shirt." And that was the only celebrity I've seen. Bruce Campbell in person. I've met Joe Bob Briggs. I got to see Lance Hinkerson, the one that plays Pumpkinhead.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he was there. We were smoking together in the smoke pit, talking about tattoos and movies and shit. I met him.
Man,
But
that's
Tim
awesome
Curry
to do
was
that.
like the one I almost fangirled over. Like, I could not get my words up properly when I saw Tim Curry.
I was drunk with Tom Atkins. That was fun.
You tell me about that.
Oh god, that dude was a hoot. Like hanging out with him a lot. Because it was the first horror convention I ever went to. It was called the Erie Horror Fest, and he was there, and like I was still doing independent film at the time, and he walked into the bar we were hanging out at, and he had one tied on, and he was so fun. Like he was doing. I walked up to him like, man, I said, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I dig Halloween 3. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I mean, yeah,
I made his night.
oh yeah, he was in The Fog too. He was in the movie The Fog, and
Oh yeah, he was in the
he was in-
original Fall.
yeah, he was in a couple Carpenter films. I think he was in from Escape from New York too. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I have to rewatch it to remember if he's in that one or not.
God.
But I
Uh,
remember him in the original Fog.
I was supposed to go. Was it in 2009 or 2010? Because Corey Feldman was supposed to be there. It was supposed to have like a mini Lost Boys reunion, and he.
Oh man,
Well, I mean, I'm not. Everyone's gonna kill me when I say this. Everyone's gonna kill me. I don't want no hate, but I never seen the Lost Boys, so Chrystello's face like what?
really? You still have never seen the Lost
I've
Boys?
never watched the Lost Boys ever. Never saw that movie. I haven't.
No.
I've never watched the Lost Boys. I don't know. It was just one of those things I just never felt. I never just thought about watching. I hear so much about it.
Oh man, you still need to watch it though.
Never even seen Return to Oz, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did see it. Okay, you have seen it.
Yeah, I've
What a
seen it.
Good movie that was. Oh my god! Like, see, here's the thing. Like, that movie was probably closer to the books. The only movie that was actually close to the source material. Like, no disrespect to the 1939 film. That film will always be a great film. In fact,
Love that
I'm
movie.
gonna watch it this weekend because it's tradition. Because when we were little, it used to be on TV every Easter weekend on Good Friday. So we'd go
Watch it.
me and my sister get a big old freaking bowl of popcorn and snacks.
Aw.
Watch the fucking Wizard of Oz, and man, I love Dorothy. But anyways, they what the hell was it? Like the 39 film, people don't realize like that film is actually only very loosely based on the original book. Like if they would have put the shit that was in that book, there's no way it would be family friendly, because in the book, like the fucking witch sends a pack of wolves after those guys, and the Tin Woodsman chops them up with his fucking axe. So
It's a dark book.
it's a dark book. Like Oz is not supposed to be this magical, whimsical place and with songs and music. It's supposed to be this fucked up place. Like, but no, the 39 film is great. It is. It's a landmark in film, and it should be regarded as such. I mean,
Well, yeah, Shirley Garland.
yeah.
I think she's passed now.
Oh yeah, she
But-
died like she would be like she'd be
Years
over,
ago.
oh 69 she passed away. She was like 47 when she passed.
Oh, really?
Oh girl, if she was still alive, she'd be in her hundreds. If she
I could have swore like she died like in the early 2000s or something.
No, she died in like she died like not too. Her birthday's in June too, so she died like a week after her 47th birthday.
She died, John.
She was like on a lot of drugs. So.
Yeah, like that
That's
movie.
sad.
That movie ruined her. That if you watch like I know I'm sure you watch it, but like the background like of what happened to her to that film,
Oh,
that
they were
poor girl
assholes.
fucked her up. Yeah,
I
they
mean,
fucked her up.
And even after like doing those, like her being with MGM and doing all the movies she did after that, like the
They treated her like shit.
studio like just like broke her. Like this treated her like, because back then you didn't have like AA and meetings to do for drugs. They just put you in a room and sleep it off, and make sure you withdraw after a couple days.
Yeah,
and you're fine.
make sure you wake up. Make sure you wake up. That's about it.
Like it was so fucked up because like when there was a museum that had like a costume like they had her original dress, and they showed like the pocket where she would keep her flask and her smokes. Yeah,
Oh,
she was smoking on a set and drinking and
she was only what, like 14 or something? I'm not younger when she
no,
did
she
that?
was 17.
Oh, 17?
Yeah, 16.
She looks so
She
young.
was 16 when she filmed, so it was 17 when the movie came out. But
And then they, of course, all the SA allegations and
That-
stuff that they did to her.
yeah, that woman had a rough fucking life. Like, if you, like, even like when she was giving birth to her kid, like her husband's, well, her first husband was Vincent Minnelli. That's how she got Liza Minnelli. That was her
Yeah.
first actual husband. Well, the guy she was with somebody when she was 18. She got pregnant. They made her get an abortion.
Oh
Her
dang.
mom did. And then
Yeah.
her second real husband, well, her real first husband, which was Victor Minnelli. He was a big famous Hollywood producer, and that's who she had Liza Minnelli with. He was the one to put her in Meet Me in St. I think it was Meet Me in St. Louis, and that's why, like, he actually loved the way she looked, but it wasn't a bad marriage, but ended because she caught him with another guy. Because back then, like,
No, you don't talk about that.
yeah, back then being gay was a no. Like, you could not
Be out and about.
yeah, you'd be arrested. Even if you were trans, like, they would actually still do something. Like, you actually get thrown in jail for that shit. You wouldn't be allowed. But but yeah, like, she almost killed herself from that, and then, like, she had like 3 other husbands after that. Like, she was with the dude that she had. What the hell his name was? Sid Luft. It was. He was like and she liked him because he was like he took care of business. He was very dependent on other men. Like, she was very dependent
Yeah.
on other men to him. But that was the times,
That's how it was back in the day.
Like, you didn't have the women's movement. You didn't,
No.
like they did back then. You were submissive to your man.
You sat down and shut up and did whatever they told you to do,
Yeah,
pretty
or
much.
you liked that they handled your affairs,
Yeah.
but she had 2 kids.
I could live back in them days, because I'd be a harlot or something to
Yeah,
them.
she had 2 kids to him, and then she married briefly this one dude, I think, and then that was over. And then the last guy she was with, they were drugs and shit, and that's what killed her. It was a really sad story where she it was right when she did A Star Is Born, and was pregnant with, I think, her last daughter and last child that she gave birth to, and they were actually in the they're all in the hospital because they thought she was going to win the Academy Award.
Yeah.
And so the whole film crew was there, like, to get ready for her to do what she thought was going to be her fucking acceptance speech.
Yeah.
She lost. She didn't win. It was I forget who she lost to.
Damn.
Fuck, what the fuck was her name? God damn, I don't know who that was. That's gonna bother me now.
What year was it?
It was
Like,
1950s, like the late 50s. Like,
was it Shirley Temple?
No, it wasn't Shirley. I know Shirley Temple wasn't even doing movies anymore at that time.
Well, no, she was back in like the 20s, 30s.
I gotta look this shit up now, because now my brain's gonna, like, tell me. It's gonna be like, oh god. Okay.
Look, I said Shirley Temple, and I got animal crackers in my soup.
Yeah, Judy Garland actually, Judy Garland, Shirley Temple was they were actually going to get her to Wizard of Oz, Shirley Temple.
Really?
Yeah, but she couldn't sing. They didn't like the way she sang, so they said, "Fuck that! No, we're not taking you." So
We'll get Judy Garland.
but no, Grace Kelly was the person.
Okay.
She lost she was actually in the hospital, like, just after she gave birth. They were, like, ready to, like, all the film crew was there. They were hoping because they thought she was gonna win that, and they didn't, and she didn't. They left her there.
Just like, peace.
Yep. We're out of here. They took the microphone, the wires out from under. Up. See ya. Oh,
golly.
The film industry fucked her over.
Yeah, it ruined her.
They ruined her. Yeah, they definitely did. And it's just sad that, like, this woman who was an icon to many, like, loved her, died in a fucking piece of shit flat in London because she was living there because the IRS was after her because she was so dependent on a man to do her finances to take care of her. She didn't know how to do any of that. And yeah, but yeah, she if you ever get a chance, go on YouTube and listen to the Judy Garland tapes, because she was gonna do an autobiography, like a autobiography in her life.
Yeah.
Like in the mid 60s, like a couple of years before she passed, and she did this thing. She was trying to make a book, so she would talk into a recorder, talk into a microphone, support it. A lot of times, though, she was fucked up on drugs or booze, and it shows. But it's so sad to listen. It's very sad. Like this,
Which it shows like the outcome of what she became. Like listening to them tapes and seeing what she looked like, and how she sounded.
A lot of rage. Like she was just going off like big time. And
I remember watching something, and it had to do with, I think it was Judy Garland. Like she is either when MGM was trying to give her to the other movie production company, or she was with one of the guys in his office that was like the producer.
Yeah.
And he tried to like pull his pants down on her.
Yeah, see, they did a lot of creepy shit to her, and like this really, it's just sad.
But I mean, also look at, like, I know you rolled your eyes at Shirley Temple, but did you see the weird shit they made that little girl do back in the day, like adult like films, and she was a child.
Judy Garland.
And like, no, Shirley Temple.
Oh, not Shirley Temple. I was gonna say Judy Garland. Shirley Temple. That's fucked up.
They did a lot of fucked up shit to Shirley Temple because she was just this pretty blue-eyed, blonde-headed girl, and they had her in like too provocative shit, and people are like, she's not really a little kid. She's a smaller person, and they had actually proved that proposition her. Oh my
God.
And that was Judy Garland, like, and I think that was one of the parts of like some interview or something that she was or she had told her family they were doing something on. I think it had to be either YouTube I watched it on, or
no doubt. You can still hear me and everything, like
yeah.
Like the thing got kind of screwed up there for a second, but like it never skipped a beat though with what you were saying. You caught right on to what.
Well, that's good.
I didn't miss anything that you said. Thank fucking Lord. But yeah, there's a line. This is a line from.
Hang on a second. Hang on. Boop. Peyton's got no pants on.
Whoa, shit! I just seen that. But
I was in my part.
I saw that. It's on my stream though. I couldn't do it. I wish I would have caught what was going on there. It's okay. Y'all good now?
Wait, hang on a second. You what?
Water dip. On the other side of the chair.
Jesus.
I mean,
I was trying to block it on my side. I was like,
well,
wait a minute.
You can't do that on my side, so I don't know I can't really block you unless I turn your camera off.
Oh Lord,
it's not nothing anybody's seen before. So
look, if you like what you saw,
that's how
you are more than welcome.
That's how all
to
of
donate money. Right.
Better than OnlyFans. So, but yeah.
Oh man.
Even
jeez.
In a tape, one of her tapes, she says something like, "I'm an angry lady. I've been insulted, slandered, humiliated. It's not something you wind up and put on stage that sings Carnegie Hall and puts you in a closet. I tried my damnedest to believe in the rainbow, and I tried to get over, and I couldn't. So what? Lots of people can't. Don't make a joke of me anymore. People say in print and believe that I'm either a drunk, a drug addict, a goddamn one, or I'm not." Yeah, but she swears, and she just really, it was just really sad to hear because of a beautiful voice. She had a great career. I mean,
she was an awesome actress. Like she was such a good actress, despite everything she went through.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, like if people don't realize, like, Return to Oz is probably the closest to the source material. It was never. It was just like, it was close. But the thing was, the problem is they marketed it as an unofficial sequel during that time, and when you do that, you're already now placing extreme expectations on other people because now people are going.
How big that one was!
And then you see it in the theater, and did Peyton walk by again? I didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything.
Good.
Hey, likes to be on. He just wants to be on camera too.
Just destroy his stuff.
Okay, it's all right. It's all happens. But
I need a green screen. That I wish I had more room back here to actually.
Well, on Zoom, you can put a background on it. You can avoid all that.
Can you really? I have no
Yeah.
idea how to function
If you
all
go- if you
kinds of
go
stuff
to-
on Zoom.
If you go to, I believe, settings, go to your settings, it'll say, go to settings and then background and filters. Yeah, you can put like a background. Now,
See,
now I'm behind grass. Ah,
I gotta find where
now
settings.
I'm on the beach. Look at this shit.
Oh man, see, God dog it.
This is,
Where are the settings at in
now
this
I'm in
damn thing?
space. Now I'm by the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, where the fuck it's called. They got video filters too. You can put crazy things on you. Look at this shit. I have-
Choose video filter.
I have a dog in the background. Video filters are basically. Look at see. I have the thug life glasses on.
Dude, I'm trying to figure this out. Lord, here we are. Let's see. Stop video. Choose virtual background.
Deal with it.
Oh man.
Man, I love them thug life videos. They make me laugh. They make me laugh. Jesus. But yeah, like here, and the thing too is they actually had to pay. Oh, Disney's was wanting that property for a long time. Like they actually wanted to do an Oz movie in like that time, the 30s. But MGM beat them out to it. They bought the right. They got the rights before Disney, and that's how that became to be. And so when Disney finally got their chance to do it, I mean, they had to pay MGM a certain like a bunch of money just to use the ruby slippers, because that's an MGM thing. That wasn't like the book thing, because if you put the silver shoes in, which was the original thing, like the original footwear that you had, what the fuck is that? You know, people aren't going to be, but like they didn't see the musical numbers or anything like that, so everybody's like, oh, this kind of sucks because it has nothing to do with, because it was not what they remembered, which I can understand. Yeah. But it didn't help that the media kept marketing it as the unofficial sequel to The Wizard of Oz, and it's great. I liked it. I totally enjoyed it. It's actually based off of 2 Oz books. It was based off of I think The Marvelous Land of Oz and Ozma of Oz. That was like the 2 books that was based off of. But that was totally and they got Dorothy's age right, because Dorothy in the books is 10, 11 years old. And
Julie Garland was a little old for that one.
So yeah. So, but that's the thing. If you're gonna do an Oz movie, do it fucking right and do it close to this. And then say like this has nothing to do with the 39 film. So if you're going into this movie expecting that, you're gonna be disappointed. This is based off the books. And if you're gonna do anything that has to do with a 39 film, then you're gonna have to explain why the characters aren't there, because you can't recast those people. You can't. No. There's no way. Like they would have to be gone, or it'd have to be a prequel. Like where because unless they pull a Star Wars and digitally put Carrie Fisher's younger self in there, or Mark Hamill's younger self in The Mandalorian. So why would she?
I hate the new Star Wars films so much.
Girl,
I hate them. I hate them.
You could definitely watch with those movies that they had no clear vision of where to go.
It's just milking a cow just to get money.
But here's something that people are gonna bitch at me about, and I don't give a fuck. It's my opinion. I don't care. Y'all can shit on me all you want, but I did not mind The Last Jedi. I didn't hate it. I thought it was good. I like that they took. Look at Chris over there. Like, okay, whatever.
As long as you like, that's all that matters.
But I just felt Rise of Skywalker was nothing more than an apology film. Oh, we're sorry we did this in The Last Jedi. We'll make sure that doesn't happen in this one. Okay, well, it's well, Rey didn't come from nobody. She didn't. So we'll make her the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine because we're sorry. We're sorry that happened. We're sorry you didn't like Rose in the movie. We're sorry you hated her and went to the point of sending her death threats like a bunch of
Oh yeah, they did.
dumbasses.
They
Yeah.
did send that poor girl death threats.
Yeah, so we're sorry you didn't like her. We'll put her way in the background so you never see her again, hardly. So yeah, I don't no. That movie was
That was uncalled for.
no. Okay, well, if you're gonna make the Rise of Skywalker, at least try to go. Okay, here's what happened. Here's why this part in the Last Jedi made sense.
Yeah.
So I think you're just making one. Oh my god, that them 3 movies were just. I'd rather watch the prequels over again.
I would too. I mean, don't get me wrong. In my opinion, out of all the new ones, Rogue One was the best.
I liked Rogue One.
Rogue One felt like the older school films,
Oh,
and like even though Vader was at the very
that
end, you
Vader-
got to see Vader
that-
entrance,
that-
and I was like,
that Vader scene was awesome.
Well, I don't know,
love
I was
that
like,
shit.
best part of the fucking film is when Vader showed up. I was like,
Oh,
yes.
that was actually cool. That was really good. And,
Oh, speaking of fun fact, to my Vader, the guy that in Sleepaway Camp, when we were talking about Sleepaway Camp before stream, the little help, the cooker's help, the little black man that's in Sleepaway Camp that works in the kitchen, that's Darth Vader's dad. The voice actor for Darth Vader, that's his daddy.
James Earl Jones? Seriously?
Yeah, that's his dad.
Oh man, Sleepaway Camp. Jesus, I need to see this movie again. I haven't watched this movie in fucking years, like years.
I love it.
That's not really a good. Oh my god! And it's like I watched it when I was a kid, and it's so weird. You're seeing somebody's dong on fucking screen. You're like, whoa! But
That movie just you couldn't remake that film
no,
nowadays.
there's no fucking way. Don't even try. Like
You would get canceled so fast.
oh god, yeah, that would no fucking doubt. Like there's no, they would, it wouldn't be. But they have to, or they wouldn't make the killer transgender. It would probably be
No.
a regular person, you know.
They couldn't even like allude to it
There's
being
no way.
transgender because
There's no way they would do that. There's no fucking way. I mean, that's just the way it is. There's no.
yeah, I mean, there's no way to do it, and it's not a shit talking this generation, but it's just
It's the same thing with Dark. It was the same thing with Dark Knight of the Scarecrow too. I mean, I can't see them remaking that because the person in the film was
yeah.
special needs. So if they
They're not
try
gonna do that.
if they try to remake that now, it'd be hearing,
A normal person.
oh my god, no, you're making fun of that kind.
I mean, to a challenge person.
Yeah, you know special needs. You don't want you're making fun of them. Like, no, but no, I get you that some stuff just it wouldn't fly in today's standards. No way. Just like
No.
the band SOD. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Yes,
Stormtroopers
I've
of
heard of
Death?
SOD.
There is no way Speak English or Die would ever be released in this day and age. There's no fucking way. Like
No.
this, the subject matter is. I mean, it's not like you know how not the offensive kind of offensive where it's no, dude, that's not cool. But they walk up to that line, but don't cross it.
Yeah, they graze it, but it's not fully crossed
They
yet.
just walk
But it's
right to
dipping.
that ledge where it becomes, yeah, you really shouldn't be talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
But then
You never
I'm
know.
like the least offended person in the world. I'm just like, whatever.
I mean,
I have a husky voice. Well, fuck you, whatever.
oh well.
Oh, well,
deal with it.
Deal with it, bitch. I don't give a fuck. It's like Jesus.
I mean, mind your own, mind your business.
Yeah,
Does it matter?
it's like,
No.
yeah, fucking stupid. I just do my thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't be treated special. I don't give a fuck. I don't want no special treatment.
I mean, everyone's people. Like, I mean, and that's what, in a podcast I talked about horror. I'm like, when you start making horror movies political or bringing I mean, every horror movies have been political all the time. They all,
Yeah,
a lot of them have political
it's a
agenda.
statement of the day, you know.
Yeah, but it's like when you bring it too far, then it gets like, you had your communities that are saying that Pennywise was a transphobe or whatever, hated transgender people or hated gay people because he killed the gay couple in the movie. I'm like, it's a fucking spider monster thing. It eats kids. It doesn't care. When Michael killed, the gay couple in Halloween Kills.
Oh,
And people went on that tyrant. I'm like, he's a fucking killer. He don't care.
It's like, just fucking stop. Seriously.
I just that bothers me. I'm like,
everything is a fucking slight and a fucking just don't like it. don't watch it. Don't listen
Just
to it. Don't read it. You know.
enjoy the film. Enjoy the horror movie as it's being as it's just been given to you as a horror movie. Don't take it personal. Don't look at everything as like, oh, you're coming at this community. No, it's a fucking horror film. I mean, they've done it many times before.
This is why I wish we still lived like the 90s when the internet, like this social media shit never happened, you know? I mean, it's good for some things, don't get me wrong, but it's, man, back in the 90s, here's the thing, like, you didn't know about shows. You had to buy you had to like listen, find out about new underground bands. There was not the internet. We had these things called zines, Z-I-N-E-S, like a short take on the word magazine. We would make these fucking things. We would actually put these damn things together. Yeah. And we do like reviews, we interview bands, and yeah, like all you needed was to find somebody who we knew with a copier, and that's how we did it.
Print them out, hand them out to people.
We would like just, oh my god, like would say like some pretty off the wall shit. We would write reviews, poetry, because this was the 90s, man. Like everybody,
90s were a special time.
90s were a very special time, and but then and it was awesome. Like people, the internet was great at first because it was new. You could look anything. I don't know if you remember Rotten.com.
What? Absolutely. I was a fucking youngster getting over there and looking at Bathtub Girl and all that kind of shit.
That was like the epitome of time of like when you went to Rotten.com, that at the time was the dark web. Like that was the dark web. Like
they had fucking the Month Club and all kinds of shit on.
Oh yeah, they had some crazy shit on there. My god, like why? Like, oh my god, it was fucking bad. Like it was like
if you wanted to see a dead body, you went to Rotten.
You wanted to see like something that was mutilated and ran over by a train 3 times. That was you definitely find that around. Like even, oh my god,
man,
it was bad. And this is like there's a dude at work. He was like a complete fucking dick, and this is like years ago. And big on fishing, and huge fisherman. This guy was swear to God, would be like Norman Bates, like in real life. So, but yeah, so like this guy was being a douche one day at work, and so and this guy was so gullible, like he believed
everything.
You told him like this, like a meteor coming, he probably believed you.
Oh my god,
he probably believed that Santa Claus is a real thing. But anyways,
that's pretty bad.
Although I wish it was.
You're right. I let a man come to my house see me for yes. I don't care.
but yeah, I found this picture on Rotten.com. It was a picture of somebody putting their dick into a fish's mouth.
I think I've ever seen that picture.
It was like a zoomed up picture of it. So I made a copy of it. I printed it out, and I came into the work next day. I'm like, "Is this you? I saw this on the internet. It had your name on it, and this what came up. What the fuck are you doing, man?" And he's like, I never put that on there. I don't know what's going on. So I made copies at work.
And posted everywhere.
I'm a fucking dick. I'm a fucking bitch. But he said some ignorant shit, and I got tired of his bullshit. I would also
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, so I don't deal with people like there was another guy at work. He pissed me off so much, pranked me, which you prank me, I'm gonna get your ass back. I don't care.
Prank wars. You started. I'm gonna finish it.
No doubt. And so he pranked me real good. So I'm like, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you back. So anyway, I went into. I moseyed on. I grabbed a tampon, took a red marker, and like. Dribbled all over it, and I stuck it on his back, and he was so grossed out by it, even though it wasn't real.
That's amazing.
Bodily fluid.
I don't get why dudes are scared of tampons or pads.
I don't know. Maybe it's just. I don't get what it is. I think they're funny, and I do funny things with them. So
like we've done shit like that. Put pads on people, like put like fake blood on it and slap it on them and let them walk around and have no idea it's there.
I've done that before to people.
Oh
my goodness, it was just, oh my god. But yeah, I remember. I don't. You remember Web TV? You know what that is? I had that. I bought that like in 1998. I still have the keyboard for it. It was a wireless keyboard.
I don't think I remember Web TV.
Okay, Web TV was essentially the poor man's internet. Like, you gotta understand, back in the 90s, computers were not cheap.
No, they were expensive.
They were expensive. If they were to price now, considering inflation, Jesus Christ, it'd be over thousands of dollars. But yeah, like the internet became prevalent, people started using it. It's like, Magnavox, Philips Magnavox came up with this unique idea to make it like a console where you put your phone line in the back, and you not only had to pay your service provider in town, you also had to pay Web TV. There's shit. But like, that was the cheapest, most efficient way to get internet at the time. You hooked it right up to your TV like a console, and you had the keyboard, and it was. But then back then, it was only 56K dial-up internet, and
It's terrible.
so you hear it, and then so. But like, when I first got that, I was on the internet all the fucking time. Because like, it was new. Because you're like, wow, look at all this shit I can find out. Wait, I can order things online too? Oh.
It was when I remember when internet became prevalent for, like, my uncle had like an old PC, and I'd get on, Rotten Dot and all that, and the AOL, the free AOL memberships for 3 months.
You've got mail.
Oh man, I went through so many of them damn discs, but I stayed on AOL chat rooms and like
AOL Messenger?
yes,
Oh, I
messed
had
with
that
all the fucking pedos.
And
I messed with the pedophiles on there.
I had ICQ. Do you ever have that?
That sounds awfully familiar.
That
ICQ.
was right before AOL Instant Messenger.
I don't think I had it, but I remember people talking about it.
Every time you get a message, and yeah, my roommate fucking hated that shit. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna throw my computer out the window one day
Just because of the noise.
because you're talking to someone you like, and you hear
Oh man,
it's like,
turn that shit down.
that's what you're surfing on the web and you talking on ICQ. Like, of course, you get like people come in randomly, go ASL, which is age, sex,
Hey,
location.
sex and location. Oh yeah.
I'm
man.
not gonna lie. I actually, when I first started my time on the internet, Web TV did have chat rooms because that was a big thing. Like, I used to talk to people all the time in chat rooms.
Man,
And
up all night.
Oh god, I actually met two people that I met on chat rooms.
What?
Yeah, and they were not who they said.
I bet not. I bet not.
It was so sad because, like I said, when you're new to you're green on the internet, you don't know. I mean, back then it's just like everything was so innocent and like, oh well, I don't know if this person's actually a serial killer or fucking
a normal person.
sell me to the black market to some freaking dude in China. But it's like, Jesus Christ, it's like,
oh man.
But yeah, it's like, oh my god, this person seems really nice. Let's go meet. And we were taught. Sometimes they would send pictures of what they looked like, and
yeah.
But
but a lot of times it was pictures they got off the internet of somebody else or a friend, and it really wasn't them.
Yeah.
And then
I remember hanging out. I met this person. I went to go meet them. We hung out at the county fair, and I was just like, "Oh, this is really weird." I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Just hang tight and leave. Dip.
Back when I'll tell a funny story. Back when I was young, I met somebody. I met somebody on ICQ. They were a stripper. I was like, wow, I could date a stripper. So I went to meet this person. I was like, oh god, I saw this person. I didn't even stay. I turned around and left, and I never talked to them again. I'm such a bitch.
No.
I'm like, no.
There's no fucking way this is you.
It's like this person, like they're ready to work the fucking corner that night. Like, no.
They're a stripper, all right.
Well, they came from Busty Hearts and Turtle Point, so that strip club's strip clubs in that deep into the woods are probably not good places to go.
Good old C sections and stretch marks.
Yes, is exactly. I mean, I played when I was playing in a bar band. I actually went to We played in this place called Cinema Honing, and this place is like Deliverance Country. I mean, this is Deliverance Country in Pennsylvania. I mean, you're just 1 mile away from here in dueling banjos. Like,
Oh, that's dangerous.
so we played this because I was moonlighting in a bar band too, aside of the band that I was in for some extra cash. But we went there to this place, and the walls were covered in dollar bills. Like, okay, this is interesting. And they're all wearing camouflage, and they had a buffet there.
God.
They had a buffet there of probably shit they killed that day.
At the strip club?
No, at the gig that we played, this bar.
Oh, no, you were playing a gig at a strip club.
But yeah, no,
Feels like a buffet.
I never played a strip club. That was probably my one thing I wish I would have done was playing a strip club. That would have been pretty kind of fun.
That'd been pretty cool.
Be like be like fucking Motley Crue, girls, or some shit. Oh my god,
That would be in a badass like music video.
oh god, but yeah, these people. I mean, I was so glad to get the fuck out of that gig. I was just like, oh, I don't want to be. These people are scary. These people.
I made the joke. Oh, go ahead.
These people don't think they would probably gut me and hang me in a freaking barn ready to make steaks out of me or some shit.
Sounds like some West Virginia bullshit right there.
Oh god. Yeah, Pennsylvania, yeah, definitely that's true. But Pennsylvania's got their weirdos.
Oh, I can believe it.
Oh god.
I think every place does. I mean, down here is just as bad. I mean, there's some places down here that I dare not venture.
What about NOLA? Would you go to New Orleans at all?
Oh yeah. I mean, okay. So New Orleans is like if you want to go and you want to see everything of everything. I mean, you have strippers. You've got everybody. You got the goths. You got transgender people. All that's like super open down there because it's a big city.
NOLA would be like the hedonistic,
That's what it is.
Oh, man, that's so fucking sick.
I mean, you've got chicks.
They probably walk around their boobs out and nobody cares.
For the
Oh well, to a
depends.
point. Yeah, to a point, but
to a point. I mean, you have girls out there that work at the bars that have like the little bikinis that all they do is cover up your nips and hold like shots.
I love interesting people. I've always connected to those kind of people, like, because I just love like people who are march to
if you're boring, you're just
yeah,
boring.
yeah. I love people who march to the beat of a different drum. I've always been attracted to that. It's just I don't like average people. It's just they
I'm a weirdo.
They bore
So I mean,
shit out of me. It's like, yeah. Before I went live, then I was gonna wear. I was gonna wear my top I just bought, and I fucking girl. This is the worst part of having ADHD. Is like you forget everything. You lose everything. I could have something in my hand like this, and it would be gone, and I would know. I just had it 5 fucking seconds ago, and girl, you glad you don't live in the same house as me, because I'd be going. Because when I do that shit, I'm like, you hear me screaming the entire time. I'm pissed. I just had this thing in my fucking hands and screaming and flipping out. It's like it's annoying. It's frustrating. It's fuck. And then you forget shit. Like, I have to have shit sitting in a certain area, so I know where it is at all times. If I don't, I will forget it. I went to class. I forgot my bottoms for my uniform for class.
oh
my god! There's times I've walked to the store. Went to the store the next morning, but I forgot to take my mascara off. So I had like circles under my eyes. I'm like, oh,
like a raccoon.
yeah, like, and like. But it's like, I'm like that. I'm also that kind of person. Like, if you're trying to explain something to me, like, tell me how to do something, I have to look at you intensely and concentrate, because my mind will go. I will just forget everything you just said, and I sometimes have to repeat myself. Like, like if you say something to me and I say, "What's that now?" Okay, so I have to repeat what you, so I understand.
Right.
Like, people think, that's worried about ADHD. It's like people like us get like frustrated because we're not trying to, we're trying our best, but people like kind of mistake that and think that we're being like lazy,
not paying attention or all that.
Yeah, and it's like, no, it ain't like that. It's just not like that at all. It's like we just think differently. It's like in my mind, it's like a tornado all the time. It's
Just
Like,
constantly whirlwinds.
yeah, like if you notice, like a lot of
Yeah.
times when I talk, I change the subject a lot I don't even realize it. I go
Yeah.
off topic several times. I'm sure I've done it already tonight, but yeah,
It's okay, but that's how it makes it fun, though.
but
I
like
mean,
I bounce because and there's
it's
times
one idea to one idea to one idea to one idea.
people like me they tend to also like you're talking, I finish your sentence
Yeah.
or I jump in and say because like or like say you're talking to somebody and I come into the conversation and start joining in. And I don't realize I'm being rude. It's not that I'm being rude. I don't realize I'm doing
You
it.
don't really, yeah. You don't understand that or realize that some people are like, oh, nosy bitch, get in our conversation. No, you just want to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, like, but
I
like,
mean,
no, you two could be talking and I'd be jumping in mid sentence, and I wouldn't realize I'm doing it. Like,
see, that doesn't bother me now. I'm so used to it now.
I've gotten yelled at several times for that before.
Normally, I just let it go because like I have friends that do it too, and then I know I'm guilty of it too. So I mean, and I don't think about it. So I
Right.
mean, I can't chew out somebody else for doing something that I know I do.
It's just
So
it gets ADHD is frustrating, but I don't let it ruin my life. I mean, I'm in control. But like I said, but there are aspects where it just gets frustrating as fuck because it's like you're not trying to do anything, but you just have a different way of thinking of things,
yeah,
and it's just so. But man, when I lose shit, I can have something right in front of me, turn around, and it's gone. It's like I know I don't got fucking ghosts in this place, so or maybe I do. I don't know, but
you might. You never know.
I don't know. I don't know because. Yeah, but like it's just, oh god, it just pisses me off.
I do that with my phone all the time. I lose my phone.
If I lose my phone, the first thing I go, "Hey Siri," she probably popped up right now. So no, she didn't. Thank God. But anyways, she goes, "Hey," I goes, "Hey Siri," and she goes, "Hello, where are you?" I go, "Where are you?" She's like, "I'm here." Okay, thanks.
I think about that. Like I lose my phone, I'm like tearing up the couch, tearing up the kitchen, in the bathroom.
Oh god,
I'm like, when did I bring it into the bathroom? Well, how did this get here?
like that.
I do it all the time.
And I'll sure I'll find the item in question, and it'll be this place where I should have just looked 5 minutes ago. Girl, that really bothered me about that top today. I was really excited to wear that, and I was like, I got it last week. I haven't worn it yet. No, I got this. I think I got this week. Yeah, I got it this week, and I didn't wear it yet. And I set it on the floor of my makeup room, and it's fucking gone. Now I gotta tear around my room to look for that fucking thing. God, yeah,
It'd be somewhere you least expect, probably.
I have my own makeup and wardrobe room. I'm that fucking vain. Fuck you. Thank you very much. But I have my own makeup and wardrobe room. I do my makeup.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'll go. I'm a fucking
There's
princess.
nothing wrong with
that.
Look, I got 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. Okay, I had to share that with 3 people. I'm not that lucky.
I got 2 bedrooms and a bath. But the one thing I love this house, so it's not real big. It's not real small.
Yeah.
Is your house yellow?
Mhm.
So is mine. We both have yellow.
Is it really?
We both have yellow houses.
We both have yellow houses. We both live in little houses, little submarines.
Look how much of little kids we sound. Oh my god, you too? Oh Jesus, that's so cute.
Twinsies.
It was twinsies, yay! But man, I tell you what though, like that's a fun. I'd be on that when the internet when I first got my web TV. I was on that motherfucker all night talking to stuff. We actually, oh god, this was we played a prank on my sister, and it was the greatest thing ever.
Oh no.
But yeah, right around the time, I don't know if you remember that Heaven's Gate cult, the one that killed themselves.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
their website was still. You could still go to their website at that time. I don't know if you still can. Well, probably not now, but
Probably not now.
but even after all that shit happened, you could still go on their website and like nail them to like for and stuff because weird thing. But
That's awesome.
anyway,
I think it's not awesome, but it's awesome too at the same time.
but yeah, they but I mean, you can make up. Well, we're pranking. I think it was my sister. We pranked. I'm not forgetting who it was. I think it was a family member. I'm not sure who it was. Yep, I made up an email address for Heaven's Gate,
Oh no.
hotmail.com or MSN, Hotmail, I think it was at the time. But
Yeah.
I kept pretending I was someone from Heaven's. It was so funny. And so anyways, I kept
I
saying,
scared the shit out of your sister.
I kept saying, we appreciate your interest in Heaven's Gate. What,
No.
we're actually in St. Mary's looking for you, so looking around. So if look for us, oh my god, we were laughing because she was outside. Like, they were outside looking
Freaking
for the vehicle. Hopefully some fucking big old van wasn't coming for him. He kept doing.
Poor thing.
Kept saying, "I know where you are."
That girl probably couldn't sleep good for nights.
Hey, she pranked me enough. I needed to get her ass back for that shit. She was man, and even MySpace, social media destroyed.
I miss MySpace.
Oh god, MySpace was like
amazing.
Yeah, until you find out the person that you liked is with somebody else in a lip lock, and then you're freaking
off my top 8. You go.
This is going. Sitting around listening to some mopey ass fucking music, like
change your whole MySpace background.
You know, and
your AOL Instant Messenger's away message or something super fucking sad.
Oh god, you write in your blog.
Oh my god, fucking live journal and all that.
Oh my god, people still do that.
I can't do that.
Oh my god, and then you write a blog and the person's like, are you talking about me? Are you talking about me? Or if you're reading, you're like, is that person talking
about me?
Yeah, what are they saying about that? Are they mean me? What the fuck? And then,
oh man,
oh god, but it made getting over a breakup or being rejected like worse, because now you had to see that that same person that was in your top 8 is now like kissy face and some other dude or chick, and then if you dare take that picture off, they're gonna say, "Well, I'm not your top 8 anymore."
That is so awkward. When you why am I not your top 8 anymore? Oh, I just wanted to put another friend there.
And you're like,
sorry,
what the fuck? It's so you're like in a rock and a hard place. Like, well, do I take her or him off my top 8, or do I live with the pain of having to see this fucking picture and me going into a complete
depression about it?
Broke my heart. It's like. Then you start. Then when you can put music on, you put some sad song on there.
Oh man,
you're like, whatever breakup song was popular at the time, and
I have such good memories of MySpace and chat rooms, even though them people are creepy as fuck.
I actually talked to the then guitar player of Anthrax on there, not Scott Ian. It was Rob Caggiano. He actually plays in. He actually played in. Plays in Volbeat now. He's the lead guitarist in Volbeat.
Nice.
Yeah, my friend talked to him like, you're asshole. Oh, you're trying to get with him. And I was like, wow, I want to talk to the guitar player of Anthrax, but fortunately, I really kept trying not to fangirl and be like, oh well,
I love this band. You're awesome.
I love your band, man. But he wasn't an Anthrax at that time because that's when they did the full-fledged reunion with the original dudes. So, but there were some people when they had way too many graphics on their damn page, and
it wouldn't load.
It would take fucking 10 minutes to load because your internet was shit at the time, and so you had a shit ton of GIFs and black and background
glitter
colors.
pictures and all that shit going on.
That
was the only time I learned how to code, though. I was an HTML pro at coding. Okay, I coded all my MySpace stuff.
So yeah, I learned that shit too. I was just like, man, what a fucking. But yeah, it
was really, back in the day.
Really was soul crushing to see pictures of your crush or ex, bushy facing with some other dude, and you're like. God.
You can't be in my top no more. I gotta move you around.
Yeah, but you can't. But you're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. though. If you can't, if you take them off, then they instantly know that you're not. They're gonna. Oh, well, what? I'm not good. I thought we were friends.
Friends, but usually in my top 8 no more. Look, I did it after a few people that are like, why am I not in your top friends? I'm like, oh, well, I thought I'd just give someone else a chance to shine for a little while. You know,
Right.
just, I wouldn't tell them I was like, you know, you betrayed me. But I'd be like, oh, well, you know.
MySpace, Jesus Christ.
Do you remember Vampire Freaks? Did you ever use Vampire Freaks?
No, I never used that.
It was like MySpace for like the alternative like goth culture back in the
Really?
day.
Oh, see, I didn't know
Yes.
about that.
I loved Vampire Freaks. You could like order like all the goth clothes off Vampire Freaks. They had their own store. The trip pants, fishnets, the big high thick soled boots.
Damn.
All of that. Vampire Freaks. I miss Vampire Freaks, but they
man.
unfortunately shut down. But that was like if I went on MySpace or Zonga, I was on Vampire Freaks.
Oh, God. I think I remember that too. Zonga.
Zonga? That was the live blog thing. Like you post blogs and stuff, and you could put music on it.
I had an account on there.
I love Zonga, boy. I was on that.
Right.
That was the only blog thing I ever did.
See, those blog sites were where you got real personal with your shit.
Right. You put everything on blast.
So you don't want to write. Man, people would on there.
People put all kinds of shit.
I was guilty of that. I'm not gonna lie, but anyways. But then he was like, "You wrote that about?" Was that? Again, it's like you wonder if they wrote that about you, and you're gonna wonder if they wrote, vice versa. Yo, that was just crazy shit. Like, and what the fuck else? Like MySpace was just something else.
There's some days I wish I could go back in time and be that 12-year-old in my parents' bedroom at 4 o'clock in the morning on AOL, just talking all the time. My poor parents would be asleep in the bed behind me, and all you hear is tick, 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 because I'm just typing every person who was wanting to chat with me. I was talking to them, and like by the time my parents would get up for work, I was getting off, and then of course, no one could call the house because dial-up. My poor parents had to drag me off the computer because my grandma, whoever tried to call tomorrow, you need to get off the computer so your grandma can try to call if she needs us. I mean, I'm in there all the time.
Get off the phone! Get off the internet! You need to use the phone. Get the hell off the. Yeah, then if you're looking up something, you start hearing zzz, or if you're trying to use the phone, you hear that fucking crazy ass noise. And you're like,
dial-up noise.
Get off the internet! I need to use the phone.
I missed it. I mean, I was one of them RuneScape nerds and everything. Back in the day, I played RuneScape on my parents' shitty ass Dell computer.
Oh my God.
That was the first game I played, like MMO-wise.
Yeah, I didn't own a computer until almost 2002, 2003. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, with Web TV, like Microsoft eventually took over that. That service actually ran almost 2011.
I don't remember that.
Web TV. Look that shit up. You can actually look up on the intro screen on YouTube when it boots up. Web TV.
Yeah, like Web TV.
Oh God, Web TV was the shit. Because like I said, you couldn't really play music files either, but it was just.
It has an app, Web.tv app on the store.
What were you looking at?
On Google, I just put Web TV and then it pulled up Web TV. It said Web TV app. It can't be the same thing.
Oh God, yeah. I remember E-machines. That was my first computer. Oh my God.
E-machines. That's
same thing. You can read posts.
I'm trying to think. That sounds familiar. We got a deal because of them shitty commercials where that dude used to be like the spokesperson for Dell, and then I think he got locked up for cocaine or something like that.
Like Gateway was the other one with the cow-shaped box, whatever the fuck it was called. Oh my God.
Oh yes.
What the hell is it? I must show you this. I'll show you the old boot up screen. That is this is definitely it. I think I can put this in Discord. Yeah, wait, can I do that? Yeah, I think I can. Share my screen. Yeah.
You might be able to share it on.
Yeah, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, okay, let me. Yeah,
dude, you're getting a Dell. Yes, don't fucking shitty commercials.
Who's getting a Dell?
Dude, you're getting a Dell. That was like what that dude would say on the TV commercials.
Dumbass commercials. Here we go. Enjoy this shit. Can you see it? Hold up. Hold
Mm-mm.
up. Hold up. Hold up. You don't see the screen on Discord?
Oh, on Discord, hang on. Let's see.
What's that fucking 90s shit?
Let me see.
Yeah, go into our thing. You can see it.
All right.
You see it?
Oh man. Next, oh my god.
That was the music that you did when you started logging in. Yeah, this is crazy shit.
You talking about old school as shit right here.
Yeah, this is 1999. That music was fucking annoying too. Like playing that shit.
Better than the
Then-
AOL one.
then
Oh
you
my
had to log
god.
in like this. You had two. You also had web TV email, so like you had to write your email to people. Oh yeah, and that's when Microsoft eventually took it over. Oh my god, yeah. Look how crappy this shit looks. This shit is so crappy looking. Well, you know, now it's taking forever because of the internet. So at the time it was not the
Super fucking slow.
yeah. That's the homepage. That was your homepage.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's exactly what you did. This is how long it would take for a fucking page to load, but you were like anticipating. We was something like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this. Oh, oh yeah, like all email and shit. Yeah, Amazon was a thing back in the late '90s too. So look at that shit. This is old school fucking eBay. Damn.
This makes me feel fucking old just seeing some of this shit.
I was 23, 24 years old. Okay, I got something to show your ass. Here we go. You get to see the shit here. Hold on. Come on, bitch. There we go. Okay, here we go. I'll show you this. We'll suffer through the douchiest commercial ever here.
Oh no, you about to show the Johnny Depp commercial?
Yeah, we're gonna see that again, just to get a glimpse of how gonna be douchey this is. Oh god, what the fuck is it? I know it's over here. I haven't written. There we go. Yeah, but web TV was fun. We used to just sit and watch, just be on the internet all fucking night, looking at shit.
Oh my
No,
god.
this fucking commercial is just douche-inducing. Hey, I'm cool, man. Man. I'm playing, I'm not really playing. So, those aren't even really the chords. Just make it look good, Johnny Depp.
And the thing is, that man knows actually how to play guitar.
Yeah, he does. He was actually in a band.
Oh yeah, LA Vampires. Yeah.
Fucking wolves, man. Tough.
In the wilderness.
Oh god, this fucking commercial is just douche chilling. My goodness, I can't take. Jesus.
Gosh.
But yeah, also, yeah, there you go. Then MapQuest was the worst thing ever too.
MapQuest was fucking terrible.
Oh my god! Like, thank God for GPSs. Jesus Christ.
Family vacations were a headache because my mom and dad would argue with fucking MapQuest papers
Yeah,
about where to go.
Yeah, because you freaking, you print the fucking directions out to where you're going, and then you go there, and shit's changed.
It's wrong.
Yeah, or it's wrong. But GPSs weren't always accurate either. My friend,
They weren't.
when I went to a con back in 2015, like my friend and I went, and we wanted to go to Barnes and Noble, and it directed us in front of somebody's fucking house. Like, this isn't the right fucking street. What the hell is this?
Go up to that, knock on their door.
Are you?
Yes, this is Barnes and Noble.
Are you Barnes and Noble? Do you?
I'm coming here to book.
Well, you don't care what you have. It's just as long as you have some sort of a book, we'll take it. So,
I mean, it could be anything.
it was fucking man. And it was this right. And it's trying to get to a fucking then before like cell phones, you could easily attain one. We had to buy freaking phone cards so we could talk to our girlfriends or boyfriends, and because
My parents had the car phone. You know, like it was in a bag, but it was like almost like a cell phone.
And
But
you-
you
and you
dial the
powered
numbers and call.
you powered it with your fucking light that you put it in the lighter.
Yes,
thing.
your later. Yep, we had one of those.
My first cell phone was a Nokia. I got it in 2000. So I was like
Mine
the
too.
fucking cool kid in the block. So, and So yeah, man. You were like the cool kid on the block when you had a cell phone because like it was like
Playing Tetris and Worm.
the 2000s version of Zach Morris because they weren't becoming widely available even then, and like texting people, there was no such thing of texting on those phones. You could do it, but you're like boop 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 beep beep.
You
beep,
go through
beep,
all the
beep.
numbers.
Yeah, it's like oh my
all
god,
the numbers.
oh my god. But yeah, when keyboards finally became available, it was like digital cameras were a thing too. That was before cell phones really had decent cameras in them.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I bought a 3.2 megapixel digital camera for $200. And that was a big
Whoa.
and that was a big thing back then because like it was a Samsung because like you had a digital camera, man. You were the shit.
And then pictures look like garbage.
Taking everywhere. Hey, selfie. Hey, you know, then you take it then you know you have to like edit out the red eyes and all this other shit, and your batteries.
All the blur.
Yeah, the batteries would die out on the camera, but yeah, like those.
Oh my God, I remember those days.
Man, my first DVD player was $250 in 1999.
Oh, that's when they first came out. That's when they first came out.
A couple years before '97, but they weren't. Why I didn't know.
Well, they weren't popular.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it until my friend got a DVD player. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is this? And we were like, look at this shit, man. You can just push this button and it skips the fucking...
It's a movie.
Yeah, it skips the chapters. You don't have to rewind or fast forward anything. You can just do that. Like, whoa, this is fucking cool, man. I want one of these. So
It's just more expensive.
they were like $250 back then. They were fucking nuts. So, but I didn't buy it to watch a certain movie. I bought it to play Dragon's Lair. Because Dragon's Lair came out with their port for a fucking DVD player. I'm like, get the fuck out. I can play Dragon's Lair. I love me some Dragon's Lair. So I made sure I got a DVD player just to play Dragon's Lair.
Oh, how'd you play it? Like with the controller?
Yeah,
like
with
the
remote.
DVD controller?
With the remote, yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I eventually got movies too. I think the first movie I bought was Detroit Rock City on DVD. That was the first one. That movie was good. I liked that movie. Disco.
I can't remember the first DVD player I had. I think my DVD player was like a VHS DVD player combo thing. And it was like two of them. You had the VHS tape on the side, the DVD. I had that. That was the first one I ever had.
You know, like then it was the cat's ass. It's like I think the first movie I bought was Detroit Rock City and The Water Boy. So I was like, wow, DVDs are so cool. This is so awesome. Like so.
I don't know what the first DVD I got was. Golly, it's been so long ago.
Hillary Duff.
No. Maybe The Fifth Element was the first DVD I got.
Damn. I'm gonna say you don't seem like a Hillary Duff or Lizzie McGuire girl.
Look, I got called Miranda all through junior high. Everyone's like, you look like Miranda. Miranda.
No.
I'm like,
why?
Is it because I'm tan? Okay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I got called Miranda all the time.
I took my niece to see the Lizzie McGuire movie, and I slept through the whole fucking thing. My niece at the time was she was about 10, 11 years old. I mean, so we went to
It was a thing at the time.
I took her to the theater to see it. I fell asleep through the whole movie. I'm like, oh god.
No. Like the only thing I ever got into, like, far as like stuff like that, was like the Olsen twins. Like when they did like their little Halloween movie specials and stuff like that. Mary Kate and Ashley, they were little girls. I watched those.
Oh god.
But like, oof. I didn't get into Lizzie McGuire and all that.
Thank god.
Hey, that was in the early '90s though.
What the fuck show was that? Oh man, what the fuck was that? What the hell was that show? I gotta think about it. They were like fucking yearbook pictures of cut out pictures of people's faces, and they would move. Is it Anna Banana?
Oh.
Hannah Banana? What the fuck? No.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck show was that?
Hang on, it used to come on Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I miss Action League now. That's what I miss.
I mean, what the fuck show? Yeah, if you know anything about this show, let me know because I'm still trying to figure this shit out. I have no idea. Hell.
I'm trying to think what that name of that show was. Because she had like the little boy that he almost kind of reminds you of the boy from Mad TV in a way,
Right.
like that yearbook picture they had of him. Damn, I cannot remember that damn show's name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Because they had Kablam.
Uh-huh.